Hi, I'm James Izimoha. You're watching AnewZ. Here are your top stories. Cyclone Fengal displaces thousands across Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka and southern India. Greenpeace activists have protested against the use of plastics during the United Nations plastic pollution discussions in South Korea. The Syrian military confirmed that dozens of its troops had been killed during an insurgent attack in northwestern Syria. Severe weather continues to devastate South Asia, with floods and Cyclone Fengal displacing thousands across Malaysia, Sri Lanka, southern India and Thailand, where the death toll has risen to 9. Relief efforts are underway as communities face rising waters and strong winds.
More than 90,000 people have had to evacuate their homes on Friday in Malaysia. The northeastern state of Kelantan has been hit hardest. Families are seeking refuge in more than 500 temporary shelters across 9 states. Officials fear the disaster could surpass the devastating floods of 2014, which displaced nearly 250,000 people. In Thailand, the situation is equally drastic. The military has been rescuing residents stranded in their flooded homes. Boats are being used to navigate waist-high waters to bring people to safety. The floods have affected 7 southern provinces, impacting more than 240,000 households, according to Thailand's Interior Ministry. Sri Lanka is also feeling the impact of Cyclone Fengal. Although the cyclone has moved away, heavy rains triggered severe flooding, inundating agricultural lands. Authorities issued a red alert despite floodwaters beginning to recede. Aid distribution is ongoing, with security forces assisting those affected. In southern India, evacuations are underway and relief camps are operational, as Cyclone Fengal is expected to make landfall in Tamil Nadu tonight. Heavy rains and winds of up to 80 kilometres per hour have already caused flooding in several areas.
So it has been reported that rains have been incessantly raining since yesterday night and afternoon. So due to that, we have taken abundant precautionary measures, including evacuation of the vulnerable and marginalized communities and moving them to a safe and sheltered place.
The monsoon season continues to test the resilience of millions across the region, with relief efforts ramping up in the face of these challenges.
It has been 30 days since deadly flooding in Spain claimed more than 220 lives. Protesters are still demanding answers. They say the delayed warnings and a poor government response have left them feeling abandoned.
Friday night saw dozens of protesters gathering at the City Hall in Alfafar in Valencia, ringing phone alarms to mark the moment flood warnings were sent. Demonstrators are demanding the regional leader Carlos Masson's resignation. They say the alarm was raised too late. Masson has apologised about the mistakes in the way the flooding was handled, but says he won't resign. Protesters remain angry.
To claim the abandonment we feel. When those alarms rang, I was in water up to my neck, like so many others. The alerts rang when many people were already dead. The aid comes too late, as always.
It's a month after the devastating floods in Valencia claimed the lives of 224 people at the end of October. The tragedy left entire neighbourhoods submerged, with survivors struggling to rebuild.
30 days have passed, but there is still so much to fix. The government should have taken control, but we feel forgotten.
The Spanish government has defended the handling of the deadly disaster. It has now set aside €2.3 billion in new aid, together with 60 measures to help people trying to rebuild their lives.
Greenpeace activists have protested against the use of plastics during the United Nations plastic pollution discussions in South Korea. 4 international protesters boarded a tanker ship and hoisted a banner to raise awareness.
Greenpeace activists protested off the coast of South Korea against the ongoing production and shipment of toxic plastic chemicals. The demonstration comes as the United Nations talk on the tackling plastic pollution enter the final stages.
We're here today to urge world leaders who are negotiating the final draft of a new global plastics treaty in Busan to seize this once-in-a-generation opportunity and secure a strong global plastics treaty that will cut out-of-control plastic production. We need our governments to listen to public opinion, to science, and to progressive businesses and deliver